And welcome back to ProdigyRP 2.0. So as the title says, Prodigy literally about 10-12 minutes ago just released their biggest update to the server since Prodigy 2.0 was released, and that is going to be the gang update, as well as some new classes finally added, which I personally in the last video I said there's no way they're coming this update, but hey, they released both of the new classes this update, so we're going to be going into that. We're going to be going into the new gang update as well as a little bit more, and we're also going to be talking about what we talked about in the last video of possibly joining Tunday's gang. We had made a decision on that, and you know, I guess you'll see what happens very shortly. But let's go into the update before we get into any of the kind of storyline of Zez going on at the moment, because the update is very interesting. So first of all, where do we even start? I guess we'll start with the new classes. So if we hit the F1 menu to go over to the classes, there are a couple new ones. You already showed one right there, but there's a couple new ones. There is Weird Science, and there's also Combat Engineer, which are the two classes that we have been waiting for. Let's go into both of them. So first of all, Weird Science. Speed up production, increase yield, and gain added effects. With each batch, you're upping the quality of your product. Let's open that up. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff they put in for this. So the left side is going to be Icy Veins. The right side is going to be Narcos Inc. The left side, I believe, has to do more with actually using the drugs in different scenarios. So let's start looking at it. So first of all, let's go from the left to the right. I guess it's going to be the easier way. So the first perk, you get less addicted to the stuff you use. I'm guessing there's now an addiction meter. So if you use certain drugs such as the blue stuff, the crystals, etc., I believe that now you get addicted to it, and maybe you need some other way to not get addicted. I'm not sure how it works, but that's what I'm thinking. Green Thumb, you have a 25% chance to get an additional crop when harvesting. That's huge. We're going to definitely be going into Weird Science, I believe, out of the two ones. I've already looked through both of them. Bud Master, you have a 50% chance to gain an additional crop when harvesting, 100% chance, and then your time is further reduced by 10%, further reduced by 15%, further reduced by 25%. So that's what we're going to be focusing on first. For this one, you can craft a medium cooker as well as a big cooker, which I'm guessing is going to allow you to do bigger batches. Nancy Botwin, you get 5% more money when selling, which is huge, and then 10% and then 15%. We then got 10% more yield from cooking, 15%, and again 25%. And then all the way on the right, we have production time reduced by 10%, 15%, and 25%. Now for the right side of Weird Science, we have more. Starting off with Narcos Inc., you can get rare items from the runs, which we were doing a couple episodes ago, and we're definitely going to be doing more of. The chance of a successful sale increased by 10%, 15%, 20%. We then have selling generates 10% more addiction, which I'm not sure how this works. Maybe this has something to do with the locals getting addicted to your stuff and then buying more of it. I'm not sure. We'll figure this out eventually. Selling them generates 15% more and then 20% more. You have a 5% chance to receive rare items from runs, so that's definitely going to be a useful one. And then of course 10% and 15%. And then we have Street Thug. You receive 4% more cash from runs, 7% and 10%, and that is going to be the Weird Science skill. Very interesting. I think we're going to be focusing on this left side here, starting off. I believe that's the most important for us, and then probably we're going to focus on these three to get more money when we're actually selling. I think that's going to be the way to go, but let's do change specialization, and I'll go into that stuff way before we go into the whole gang stuff and what happened with that, or what's happening with that. But let's go into the next class, Combat Engineer. From guns to specialized war tools, set up elite loadouts in record time with extra power and durability. Your gear dominates the front line. We have, of course, two different subclasses for this. We have Locked and Loaded, which allows you to craft a USP, and we have Full Metal Jacket. We'll go into that one in a sec. But the left side, you can now craft a USP, which is a new gun we haven't seen on the server yet. You can craft Advanced Gun Blueprint, craft improved armor plates, which we haven't seen yet either. I'm excited to see what the improved armor plates do. Improved armor vests, and crafting splint. And then there's this locked one down here, which I'm not sure what that's going to unlock, but I guess we'll see eventually. And then on the right side, we have Full Metal Jacket. You unlock a chance to not use refill capacity when using armor. And then on the left side, we have 1% chance to craft 2 guns, 2% chance, 3% chance, 4% chance, and 5% chance. So pretty nice there. 1% chance to not use materials when crafting, 2% chance, 3% chance, 4, and 5. And then at the top over here, they have 1% chance again to not use refill capacity when using armor, 2%, 3%, 4%, and 5%. And that is going to be it for the 2 new classes. Again, Combat Engineer, as well as Weird Science, which it's not letting me see, but there we go. Weird Science is, of course, a ton of them, and I think that's what we're going to be specializing in again. Oh, there we go. Now it's actually showing up properly. But yeah, that's the new stuff added in. Now, I believe there was... Okay, so these things are still locked. This is what I was curious of, if these were going to still be locked, and it looks like they are. And I don't think there was any other classes that had locked stuff, if I remember correctly. Anything new on Codebreaker? No. Nothing new on Light Hands, and I don't believe anything new on Hustler. No. All right, but there we go. That's the new classes we are going to be probably focusing on personally. I believe Weird Science to focus on all the stuff with growing and selling. That's going to be our main focus. Now, let's keep moving on. There was a lot in this update. The second part is the actual gangs. Now, currently, I do not know how to create a gang. We'll be figuring that out probably the next day or two. But there was, again, a bunch of new stuff for the gangs and a whole gang system release. So now, I don't know if there's any app. Well, from what I've seen, there's no new apps on the App Store. So maybe we need to get, like, a new kind of USB or something for our tablet. Because I have the Trojan OS, the USB V2, and our regular one. And if we open up the tablet, go over the crime, we can see there's nothing new at the top here, but if we go over to services, there is quite a couple new things. So there is a lot more missions up here. Before this, there was only, I believe, the delivery, silent assets, and money loan, and they have added 4 new heists. First one, we'll go right to left, is gang mission, which you need an organization level 4. Again, not sure how to make the organizations yet, but I'm guessing we're going to be figuring that out very, very shortly, and I'll be showing it off the next episode. And again, we'll be talking more about the organization stuff soon. But organization level 4 required: attack or defend valuable assets in a gang mission, work together to complete objectives and earn rewards. Very cool. We have transport, which is only you need a level 1 for. Steal and deliver illicit drugs, stolen biotech prototypes, and smuggled firearms across the city. We have sea hunt, which you need to be organization level 11 for. Look for hidden treasures underwater, extract and collect valuable items from the sea. And then we have humane labs, which is going to be a big one. Organization level 13 required. Break into humane labs, bypass cutting-edge security, and steal classified research data. Watch for guards and traps, get in, get the intel, and get out clean. And then nothing new on the black market, and I believe there was nothing new on the console. If we do list, I believe it's just going to give us the same ones that were there before. There we go, same things. And I'm guessing if we go into hacks or list hacks, yeah, just harvest. So nothing new there, unfortunately, but maybe there's some new stuff coming. But either way, that's about it for the update. Ton of new stuff, and there's probably more stuff that I don't know about yet, but the update literally just released about 10-15 minutes ago. So a lot of exciting stuff coming up for this. But now let's go into the rest of the video and what happened with us joining or potentially joining Tunday's gang. Now, in the comment section of the last video, a ton of you were wanting us to join the gang. So we ended up talking to Kat and Leo and decided to make a decision. So we met up with Tunde and decided to have a little talk.
Hey,
Tunde, we've thought a lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
And we think we're gonna do our own thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. We think our groups can be friends, though.
I guess this Kat's turn to
Yeah,
mess with Tunde.
are you in a group now?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna make one.
It's gonna call
yeah.
the
Okay.
Z team.
Z team. Or Zebra team.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, come on.
No, Tunde, we've thought about it a lot, and I think we want to join.
Okay. Let me talk to
I'm glad you were
talk to
fine
Marcus
either way.
sometime. Come on. Z team. Yeah, I mean, that's a good name either
No,
way,
it is
you know.
not. That is not a good, that is
I
not a
thought-
good name.
I thought it was pretty realistic.
Z team.
I'm starting my own group, guys. We're gonna be
Fuck
called
you,
the
Leo.
Aeon Fluxes.
Oh my
The
god.
Aeon
No,
Flux.
but
sorry.
we appreciate what you said yesterday, and I think it's a group that we want to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. All right, so as you guys can see, we officially have joined the Straight Aces, and that's our gang, or at least I thought it was. So after we joined the gang, Kat and I were going and doing a bunch of crypto stuff because we haven't done that in a while. We're trying to get a bunch of crypto. Also, I kind of want to buy a black market case and see if there's anything new inside it. Actually, I think we might have... Do we still have a black market case in here? No, we don't, but we might end up buying a black market case just to see if there's anything new inside there. But apart from that, again, I'm gonna try and explain this a little bit because it was a little confusing to myself as well, and I'll explain a little bit more after. I'm gonna probably cut this down because it was about 10 to 30 minutes of talking. About 3 hours after we had joined the gang officially, we started talking to Tunde and learned that pretty much right after we had joined, he had gotten info that another one of his friends, Johnny, as well as 3 or 4 others that were going to join with him, are no longer joining. After hearing that, apparently Mateo and Marcus are no longer joining as well, who we were also doing some stuff with in a couple videos ago. So yeah, it kind of all went to shit. I'll show you guys the footage. I'm gonna probably cut it down a lot real quick, and then we'll talk about a little bit more of it after and buy a black market case to see if there's anything new inside there. But let me show you guys that footage of what exactly happened again a couple hours after we joined the gang and how it kind of all fell apart.
Mateo was down to obviously fucking stay, but he was, Marcus was he didn't do it in a bad way. He was just more like, he didn't want to say yes or no at that time, right? So then I suggest something. I said to him then, so let's say you just take the flag away and the mask away, and we don't call a gang, and we're just a group of friends that just hit job together and you go join a gang. Like, is that like more up your street? And he's like, yeah, cause he was more in the thingy of like, Johnny and his boys were gonna join, and then they were gonna just start hitting meth and shit, and then they didn't join, so then that kind of like stopped him, and he's like, we're kind of just doing the same shit we was before, but we're just our name now, you know? So I was like,
it doesn't mean like we can't do like more
right now.
because being official, like we'll have like a group.
yeah, I mean like so I said to him, because I said the same shit to him at the start, so I can't like say, oh I said to before he joined, I think you was there, and this was there, and Mateo and Leo was there, and I think when we was talking then, I said if half the people don't want to join, then we just won't do it, you know, because obviously it was a solid squad of people. We were 1 second, like my phone ringing.
Okay, so apparently some people who we thought were joining the gang are not now. I'm a little confused. But yeah, I'm a little confused on what's going on. Just real quick, wait, so is Mateo and Marcus not joining?
Because Mateo is, because I said the same thing to Mateo at the start, like if everyone, like for me for instance, let's say you and Kat did not join, I would not have carried the thing on, because I would have seen you guys as a big, you're important to my life, you know, in no cringe way. Leo as well, you know, like not just you guys. I'm not known Leo as long as you guys, but I know you're a good guy, you know, and it's the same for you guys, you know. I seen you guys like important to my life and shit like that. So it's like, if you guys were gonna say no, I would have been like, well, I'm not doing it. Then let's just be friends and we'll do jobs together. And if you end up joining something in the future or whatever, then that's also cool as well. I'm not the type of person to hold grudge or be upset because maybe your shit don't align with my shit or whatever, you know. But yeah, so they are, well, because Marcus is not, then and Johnny is not, and fucking his 4 friends are not joining and fucking shit like that, and it annoyed me, cause it not annoy me in the sense of like Marcus, I mean saying in the sense of like you guys made a decision, you know, you make a decision and then it kind of like folded, you know.
Yeah, that's
like
what usually happens with me, so.
Yeah, and it's
yeah, I guess I was just under the impression that like it was already like official and we were deciding.
It wasn't that we was just waiting on you guys to make a decision. I said to them, you can wait a bit if you want, but we're not official until every single person is in, and that was including Leo. If Leo didn't want to do it, and you two were down to do it, I won't want to do it also because I don't want anyone to be out in the open or on their own or anything like that. And that's why I suggest to them, like, so if we're not going to be so-called gang, would you still be down to do like jobs together, progression?
Yeah, I'm still down to be like friends with everybody, but I'm not going to like invest into like a group house or anything, like, because we're all separated at that point, you know.
Because we,
honestly,
I
I'm
feel like
sorry
it's
that
necessary.
shit fucking actually worked out like it did.
It's
Oh,
just
don't be sorry.
no, it's
It's not
literally
your
because
fault.
of me because I joined. Trust me, this happens every time.
Nah, yeah, you are my favorite brother.
That's not excluding you, Sunday, by the way. That's
No, I know. Like, I have like for me, I come in here with Racco, you know. So like me and Racco, like he got fucking like Hades, and I just decided to Sunday shit, you know. I don't know what the fucking future holds, but I know for a fact like we're still gonna do shit together. We're still gonna be doing jobs.
yeah. At the end of the day, that's not gonna change. But I do know that at least
maybe not with
me
Leo.
and Zez
I don't
want
like Leo.
official. We want like an official thing. So
Alrighty, we are back again. Unfortunately, I don't know, the second we joined Tunday's gang, everything kind of went to shit, as stuff usually does when we join it, but it is what it is. Stuff like this has happened to us for the last couple of years, as we know. Second we join or get excited about something, it goes to shit. It is what it is. But what I think we're gonna do is take this as a sign, and I think not 100. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop saying not 100%. I think we're going to be doing a gang. I think we're going to make our own. I'm still coming up with the name. If you guys have any name suggestions, make sure to put it in the comment section below. But we are going to be making our own gang. We also just sold all of our crypto to CG. I believe we sold it to Mr. K. As you can see, we only have 17 left. So we're going to be grinding out crypto again. I think they're literally using it for the to create a gang, and I'm guessing we have to, it has to be either a new app, a new item, or a new local somewhere. So we'll be figuring that out very soon. But I think that's gonna be about it for this video. We are going to be starting our own gang very shortly, ranking it up, and hopefully again trying out all of the new missions that were released today in the next couple weeks. But I think that's gonna be about it for this episode. I know this one was a little short, but I wanted to get the video out as soon as I could because the update literally again just dropped very recently. You guys are going to be seeing this the day after the update drops. Now I am going to probably be getting back to streaming soon. The internet issues are still bad. I got new internet and it still has its issues on its own, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of a test stream most likely. Once this video releases, it's going to be probably around 6 p.m. EST. It's going to be quite a late stream, and it's probably not going to be a super long one. But if you guys want to tune into that and me trying to level up our different new classes, try and get more crypto, try and figure out how to make a gang, etc., make sure to tune in over at twitch.tv/ZezGames. But I think it's gonna be about it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, as always, make sure to leave a like on the video. Also, I couldn't get a black marker case, forgot to almost mention that. And if you enjoyed the video, as always, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.